Taruk, sea serpent of the Arctic. In the realm of Inuit mythology, the Taruk, a sea serpent, its body elongating and flexible. Yet it's the Taruk's teeth that glint with a cold, lethal promise. It is often said to be around 15 to 60 feet in length, with a dark and scaly exterior. The creature is believed to have the ability to move both in water and on land. Some stories suggest that the Taruk has the ability to camouflage itself, making it difficult for humans to spot. In encounters with humans, the Taruk is generally considered to be a neutral or even benevolent being. There are tales of the creature assisting stranded or lost individuals by allowing them to ride on its back to safety. The Kaluppalik, siren of the sea, with a humanoid form adorned with long, flowing hair, a skin of unsettling green, and fingernails that extend like the claws of an Arctic beast. The Kaluppalik, with its hypnotic song, is used to warn people about its presence. The creature is often depicted as wearing an amauti, a traditional Inuit parka, which is used by women to carry their children. This detail adds a chilling aspect to the story, as it is said that the Kaluppalik is particularly drawn to children. In some versions of the legend, it is believed that the creature has a pouch on its back, similar to the amauti, where it carries the children it captures. Its tale that has been passed down through countless generations. The purpose of the Kaluppalik is to abduct disobedient children who wander too close to the water's edge. Inuit parents would warn their children about the Kaluppalik, using the creature as a cautionary tale to keep them away from dangerous areas near the water. The Kaluppalik serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers lurking beneath the surface. The goddess of the sea, Sedna. She is a pivotal figure in Inuit mythology, a powerful deity who controls all marine life. Legend has it that Sedna was once a beautiful maiden, but a series of tragic events led to her transformation into the sea goddess. Her father's betrayal left her to the mercy of the icy waters, where her fingers, severed and sinking, transformed into the seals, whales, and all creatures of the sea. Such is the genesis of the vast marine life in the Arctic waters, according to the Inuit. Sedna's story is a stark reminder of the harsh realities of life in the Arctic. She is the provider of sustenance and life to the Inuit people.
Do you believe in the Loch Ness monster? This legendary creature, affectionately known as Nessie, which is nestled in the Scottish Highlands. The tales of Nessie, this mythical beast, have been spoken for centuries, but the story that we know today, the one that has captured the world's imagination, began in the 20th century. The year was 1933 when the modern legend of Nessie was born. A couple, driving along the shores of Loch Ness, claimed to have seen an enormous creature, a sighting that would ignite international interest and spark countless more alleged encounters. As time passed, the legend of Nessie grew. Sightings were reported, photographs were taken, sonar readings were produced, all purporting to provide evidence of Nessie's existence. Yet, despite the multitude of claims, the evidence remains largely inconclusive. In 1934, the legend of Nessie was further fueled by the release of the infamous surgeon's photograph, which depicted what appeared to be the head and neck of a long-necked creature emerging from the water. This photograph, which stirred the public's fascination, was later revealed to be a hoax, fashioned from a toy submarine with a crafted head and neck. However, the lack of concrete evidence has done little to quell the public's fascination with Nessie. The Loch Ness monster has woven itself into the fabric of Scottish folklore and has become a popular subject in books, documentaries, and has even spawned tourist attractions around Loch Ness. While the scientific community largely dismisses the Loch Ness monster as a myth or a product of folklore, the allure of Nessie remains. The mystery surrounding the creature continues to draw people to Loch Ness, each hoping to catch a glimpse of the legendary monster lurking in its depths. So, the question remains, do you believe in the Loch Ness monster? Enter the Megalodon, the prehistoric creature that makes our modern-day sharks look like minnows in comparison. Imagine a shark so colossal it could easily dwarf a full-grown adult great white shark. The great white, reaching lengths of up to 20 feet, pales in comparison to the Megalodon, which could attain lengths of 82 feet. That's over 4 times the size of the largest shark swimming in our oceans today. The Megalodon's teeth alone were a terrifying sight, each one the size of an adult human hand, designed to rip and tear through the toughest of prehistoric marine life. The Megalodon, unlike its modern shark counterparts, was not just a formidable predator due to its sheer size. It was also likely an apex predator, meaning it sat at the top of the food chain with no natural predators of its own. This made the Megalodon a dominant force in its environment, ruling the seas for over 20 million years. So, what happened to this titan of the deep? As with many prehistoric creatures, the Megalodon couldn't withstand the test of time. Changes in climate and food availability likely led to its downfall. As its preferred prey began to dwindle and the oceans cooled, the Megalodon found it increasingly difficult to survive. However, the Megalodon's legacy lives on. Its fossilized teeth and vertebrae serve as a testament to its existence, providing scientists with valuable insights into its life and habits. Despite its extinction millions of years ago, the Megalodon continues to captivate our imaginations, inspiring countless works of fiction and film.
In the beginning, when the cosmos was still young, a fierce battle raged between God and chaos, sending out a shockwave that brought forth 3 colossal beasts. The first to emerge was the Leviathan, a creature of such magnitude it was said to represent the chaotic waters that no mortal could tame. The behemoth and the ziz followed, each embodying a different realm. Yet the Leviathan did not initially dwell upon the earth. Instead, it resided in the deepest depths of the primordial waters. There it thrashed and roared, expressing its discontent at being controlled under by God. Its fury was so great that it threatened to flood the earth and devour the moon and stars. But each time, God defeats the Leviathan's attempts, maintaining the balance of the universe. Some say the Leviathan feels jealous for God's dominion over the heavens, desiring a realm of its own to rule. Sensing this, God offered the Leviathan the earth's oceans, a vast domain equal in value to the heavens. To God, earth was his greatest prize, and he bestowed it upon his greatest creation, humanity. But he also shared its oceans with the Leviathan, calming the beast's discontent. With the oceans as its realm, the Leviathan found peace. It coexisted with its siblings, the behemoth and the ziz, each dwelling within their respective realms. The Leviathan, once a symbol of chaos and fury, became a testament to the power of God and the balance of the universe.
Today, we journey into the Caribbean, to the Bahamas, where we explore the folklore of a mythical sea monster known as the Lusca. Born from the maritime traditions of the region, the Lusca is a creature that combines the ferocity of a shark with the sinuous form of an octopus. The name Lusca echoes the roots of the indigenous Lucayan people and the Portuguese word for hole, a nod to the creature's purported dwelling in the deep underwater caves common in the Bahamas. The Lusca is not your everyday sea monster. Its upper body resembles a shark, the undisputed predator of the sea, while its lower half is akin to the tentacles of an octopus, adding an extra layer of fear and intrigue. Some versions of the lore even suggest the Lusca possesses multiple tentacles, creating a terrifying image of a creature that's not to be trifled with. The legend paints the Lusca as a siren of the sea, using its captivating appearance to draw in unsuspecting swimmers and fishermen. Once under its spell, the victims are said to be dragged into the depths of the sea, vanishing without a trace. This folklore serves as a stark warning to those who venture near the blue holes and underwater caves, the supposed abode of the Lusca. While the existence of the Lusca remains in the realm of the mythical, the folklore surrounding it speaks volumes of the significance of the sea in Caribbean culture. So, the next time you find yourself gazing out into the vast expanse of the sea, remember the tale of the Lusca.
The Kelpy. Once upon a time, in the misty highlands of Scotland, lived a creature of water and shadow. This creature was known as the Kelpy, a shape-shifting water horse that dwelled in lochs and rivers. The Kelpy was no ordinary creature. It held a sinister secret, a dark allure that spelled doom for the unwary. Imagine a scene by the water's edge, a horse beautiful and majestic, stands alone, seemingly abandoned. An unsuspecting passerby, attracted by its beauty, attempts to mount it. But in a cruel twist, they find themselves trapped, unable to detach from the creature. The Kelpy, revealing its true nature, drags the hapless victim beneath the water's surface, never to be seen again. In other instances, the Kelpy presents itself as a seductive individual, charming its prey before leading them to a watery grave. Sometimes, it's the friendly horse offering a seemingly innocent ride, only to dive into the depths, dragging the rider along to meet a chilling end. Among the many tales of Kelpies, one stands out. It tells of a black Kelpy named Each Uiska, Gaelic for water horse. This creature, known for its malevolence and cunning, was said to inhabit the depths of Loch Ness. Have you ever wondered what causes lunar eclipses according to Philippine mythology? The answer lies in a tale as old as time, in the story of Bakunawa, a mythical sea serpent that has captured the imagination of the Visayan people for generations. This is Bakunawa, a goddess of unparalleled charm, who, due to the jealous of her siblings, was transformed into a sea serpent of monstrous proportions. Her mouth, it was said, was as large as a lake, and her luminous belly could be seen shimmering beneath the waves. Yet, the Bakunawa was not content dwelling in the depths of the sea. She had a desire for the celestial bodies that adorn the night sky, particularly the 7 moons that once graced the heavens. Her longing was so intense that she would rise from the ocean's depths to devour these celestial orbs, causing the world to plunge into darkness. A phenomenon we now understand as lunar eclipses. The people feared these periods of darkness, believing it to be a sign of the end times. To prevent the Bakunawa from swallowing the moon completely, they would create a cacophony of noise, banging on pots and pans and beating drums. This clamor, they believed, would frighten the Bakunawa, causing her to spit out the moon and retreat back to the ocean depths. There have been tales of brave heroes who attempted to slay the Bakunawa, yet in most narratives, she remains an elusive and powerful entity, a symbol of the untamable forces of nature and the enigmatic mysteries of the deep blue sea. Have you ever pondered the question, what if the world as we know it was wrapped in the coils of a great serpent? This may sound like the stuff of fantasy, but in the rich tapestry of Norse mythology, this very concept exists in the form of Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent. Born from the union of Loki, the trickster god, and the giantess Angerboda, Jormungandr was destined for a life unlike any other. Alongside its siblings, the wolf Fenrir and the half-dead, half-living Hel, Jormungandr was a creature of extraordinary power and size. But the All-Father Odin took one look at the serpent and, recognizing the threat it posed, cast it into the sea surrounding Midgard, the realm of humans. In these watery depths, Jormungandr thrived, growing so large that it encircled the entire world tail in mouth. This image, known as the Ouroboros, has come to represent the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Jormungandr wasn't just a giant sea serpent though. Its destiny was entwined with the very fate of the world. As foretold in the ancient prophecies of Ragnarok, the serpent would release its tail, signaling the beginning of the end. Chaos would ensue, and Jormungandr would rise from the sea to join the final cosmic battle. And who would it face in this apocalyptic showdown? None other than Thor, the god of thunder. The prophecy detailed a fierce confrontation between Thor and Jormungandr, a battle so intense it would shake the very foundations of the cosmos. Despite his might, Thor would manage to kill the Midgard serpent, only to succumb to its venomous breath and die shortly thereafter. Its story is a stark reminder that even the gods are subject to destiny, and that every beginning, no matter how glorious, has an end. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Until then, bye-bye.